Good evening, everyone. Please give few more seconds for audience to join in. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thanks you for dialing in for tonight's IPO webinar. Here we have Pantech Global Bhd. We will be listed on main market on 3rd of March. Pantech Global Bhd are principally involved in the manufacture of butt weld pipe fitting and weld pipe. The company butt weld pipe fitting include carbon and stainless steel elbow, teeth reducer, stop, and stainless steel only, and end cap mainly for pressure piping application. The company weld pipe and are stainless steel, which are designed for specific application requiring high temperature resistance and corrosion protection. Later on, our Pantech Global Management team will discuss in detail. Here we plan to honor the company Group Managing Director, Adrian Tan. Hi, Adrian.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
And our VP of Alliance in Islamic Bank, Principal Advisor, Rahana. Hi, Rahana.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, let's review for the corporate video before we run through the presentation.
Pantech Global is a manufacturer of pipes and fittings for fluid transmission systems. We specialize in fabricating welded pipes and butt weld carbon and stainless steel fittings and provide high-frequency induction long bend services. Our pipes and fittings are capable of withstanding high temperatures, high pressure, and corrosive and harsh environments, making them suitable for use in industries such as petroleum, petrochemical, oleochemical, electrical and electronics, and others where fluid transmission occurs. Proudly Malaysian, our facilities in Selangor and Johor manufacture products bearing the Made in Malaysia stamp that meet strict technical requirements and are certified to global standards. They are used around the world in Asia Pacific, the Americas, Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa. Our comprehensive catalog spanning pipes, elbows, tees, reducers, stub ends, and end caps is manufactured to precision. We produce pipes and fittings of different sizes, diameters, thickness, and materials to meet customer specifications. Our products are traceable and accompanied by certifications attesting to our earned reputation for reliability. We deliver superior quality in a timely manner to give customers peace of mind. Conscious of our role in the value chain, Pantech Global conducts business ethically and embraces the spirit of sustainability to generate long-term value for stakeholders. We implement decarbonization strategies to address environmental challenges, reduce our ecological impact, and contribute towards a healthier shared planet. This aligns with the steel core values of being a Pantech Group company, contributing to the value proposition of being a one-stop center for pipes, valves, fittings.
All right, thank you for the corporate video for the Pantech Global. Now, for the we will pass the floor to Adrian.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Sorry to take up some of your time to just to come after your dinner. But anyway, thank you for taking that time. Thank you for presence. I just want to give you a brief summary of how Pantech Global come to be and what we intend to do going forward from here. Okay. The first slide is showing you about the pre-listing. Originally, the whole group is all under Pantech Group. So tonight, when we talk about global, it's talking about the new company. Group is talking about the company that's the parent company. Okay. Under Pantech Group, actually, we have actually originally two of the manufacturing plant is Pantech Steel Industry. This is the company that produces stainless for carbon steel pipe, weld pipe fittings and doing high frequency induction long band. And then the other company is Pantech Stainless and Alloy, which is we manufacture stainless steel welded pipes and a manufacturer of stainless steel butt weld fittings. Okay, and of course we also provide other related products. That's mainly the scrap and that's what we do lah. And under Pantech Group, actually, we have other unit. There is the Pantech Corporation, which is the trading unit. Pantech International, Pantech Galvanizing, which is a coating service in Johor. Unity Precision is a company that do precise precision measuring mainly for the oil and gas. Nordic Steel and Nordic Steel Holding. This is the company that is based in the UK, producing nickel alloy pipe fittings. Then we have the Panaflow, which is a Singapore company. All this will still be under Pantech Group. And post-listing, Pantech Group will be holding 69% of the Pantech Global shares. And mind you, a lot of people have asked me this question. Pantech Group do not dispose of the shares. Pantech Group only issue new shares of about 30% for the public to subscribe, but Pantech do not take money from that. Okay, so that is a different. But Pantech Global will be by itself, and we have two subsidiary, Pantech Steel and Pantech Stainless. Next. So this is the Pantech Steel industry. Is the plant that is in Meru, in Klang, and this factory is producing only mainly carbon steel, except on the bottom left, you see that there's a very big band over there. That is the induction long band. This is the custom made banding, and we are the only manufacturer in Malaysia. This will be used mainly for this oil and gas type of project, because it's custom made and it's very costly to produce. Okay. You want to see this actual being installed? One of them is very simple. It's the railway the MRT in Empire. You see that there's a structure on top where the train go by. That is our product. Okay. Then there you see the black color. This is carbon steel elbow tees, and then all our production is by hot induction bending. Next. This will be our plant in Johor, Pasir Gudang, which produces stainless steel. So this plant, everything, that final product will turn out to be white in color. So that's the difference. We produce stainless steel. You see the one that is in flame, that is the annealing that we have done, heat treatment for the production of the fittings for this case. Next. Why I have this particular slide is because a lot of people do not understand what is called a butt weld pipes or butt weld fittings. Your normal house usage of your fittings is mainly threaded. You use a socket to screw to join each other. But that type of welding is mainly for that type of joint is usually for light low pressure. Your house is all low pressure. For where else ours is the metal piece 1 and metal piece 2. They have a bevel angle at 37.5 degree, and at the tip is about 0.8 mm thick, so that when they join together and you do welding on the top where the two arrow is, you fill it up and it becomes a very high pressure joint, so you don't have any leakages. So these are used for all area where you have high pressure. Okay, next. Actually, the journey of this company, we started manufacturing with Pantech Steel in year 2000, when we started with only two of us, myself and my group deputy MD. We are the two that started the manufacturing plant, and then in a year we already have our first export order to the United States, Taiwan, and Thailand. From there, we told ourselves that we are going to do more export than just local base. And in 2007, we became a subsidiary of Pantech Group Holdings, and it's listed in the main market. And 2009. We plan to do stainless steel, and PSA became a wholly subsidiary of Pantech Group, and we commenced manufacturing of stainless pipes in 2011. 2012, we manufactured stainless steel fittings, butt weld fittings. We use a pipe and make into fittings. And in 2013, we start to expand our export of butt weld pipe fittings to Europe, and in 2014 we produces new size called stub end. This is one of those technical product where where there's a great demand and there's not that many manufacturer in the world. And because of our sales, we have there is a dumping for the carbon steel in PSI. There is a China, there is a dumping duty of about 183%. So because of the dumping, they cannot ship to America. A lot of Chinese mill have came into Malaysia, and they started. They don't produce, but they bring all the goods in here. They consider themselves a manufacturer, and then from there they will ship to China, ship to the United States. So that is called circumventing the dumping duties. So the domestic Department of Commerce came and investigate on us, and that was in 2017, and in 2019 we won the case, and so we are cleared, and we can ship. We actually more or less we are the only one that can ship to the United States for the carbon steel fittings. And in 2020, we obtained for all the other approval for Pantech stainless. And in 2022, there is a dumping duty of stainless steel fittings for China, about 65%. So what happened is that we went and challenged the case, and in the end we found to have won the case. And in 2022, we are one of the very few that can ship to Europe. So our business in Europe has been growing very much until now is already, I think, should be about 20% of our total sales. Okay, and Pantech, being the manufacturer, we have been doing a lot of approval, a lot of specification, because when you are selling all around the world, you must have all the different specification, different approval. So that's what we are doing. And 2024 is a new quality system which we have obtained from Lloyd's. Okay, next. These are some of the product that you can see. On the left hand side, those that is white, lighter color, these are stainless steel, and our size is from a 1/2 inch to 16 inch. We are the only one in Malaysia that can produce 14 and 16 inch for these stainless steel elbows. And also for the carbon steel, we produce from 1/2 inch all the way to 36 inches. So from there again, we are the biggest in Malaysia. Okay, but anyway, we have proven that we are a genuine manufacturer, so we can ship all over the world without any issue. And our standard is ASTM, ASME. This is the standard: American Society for Testing Material, American Society for Mechanical Engineer standard. Okay, so next. In our prospectus, you will see that under IMR, the research company, they have done the research, and they were trying to find out what is our market share. For the stainless steel pipes under Malaysia, the classification is classified together with all the structural piping, and also inclusive of all the handrail, those stainless steel handrail you see in all those train station or anywhere, those are also classified. But our production for Pantech stainless, our production actually is mainly industrial use for transmission, not for decoration, not for structural. So, but then because of that, the whole market is so huge, then we are considered to have 16% of the Malaysian market. But actually, if you're talking about just only our item, I would say that we are the market leader. Okay. And for the export, our company is called Pantech Global. Global is because we are different from the rest, is that our business is concentrating on export market. We don't have just only a Malaysian population of 33 million. We are just talking about the world billion population. So on the statistic that we have, the IMR have obtained, we are having 66% of the Malaysian export market share for fittings. Next. So geographically, we are shipping all around. Actually, including Malaysia, we are supplying to 28 countries. And we are planning to increase the number of countries that we are exporting to, because we always look for opportunity so that our product do not depend on only one country or two countries. So like for example, in North America, North Africa, this year we are going to exhibit in Egypt, because we have customer in Egypt and Turkey, but it's not enough. We wanted to make our presence felt in other countries in North Africa. So we will participate exhibiting there so that more people would come and we will get new customer. And also we are also looking into South America. We will be participating in an exhibition in Brazil, because we already have customer in Ecuador, Chile, Mexico, and also Brazil. But we would like to do more, and so that we can have all the area in South America to be our customer, and we like to meet up with them so that we find opportunity to increase our presence and increase our sales to this area. Next. This is the sales of our company, and you notice that our butt weld fittings is more sales than our stainless steel pipes. We all concentrate a lot on the butt weld fittings, because this type of items give us a higher margin. Our objective actually is to maximize profit wherever we can. Okay, and you will find that this is what we are doing. And stainless steel welded pipes is there. And there's only one thing I have to explain to you all is, for FYE 2022, always remember our financial year is ending is February. So FY 2023 is actually majority is year 2022. This is the period where the raw material prices all shoot up sky high because of the what do you call that, the Ukrainian war, and also because of the shortage in the number of ship that is sailing. So everything has gone up in prices, and when you go out in prices, our average selling price will also increase, and that's where we make extra margin for this area. And FY 24, everything normalized. So of course, the sales will drop because the average selling price is down, and our customer who have buy a lot in FY 23 have keep a lot of stock, so they reduce the amount of purchases. But yet you can see that we are still profitable, and we are still able to sustain the volume, the market. And in first half of 2025, you can see that our sales have increased and our profit has also increased compared with FY 24. Next. You see, our sales, we don't, Pantech Global do not sell for project, mainly don't do project. Project is only for our induction long band. The rest we will sell mainly to reseller. You can see that our customer A is a customer that is based in Houston, and they are my customer since 2000. Customer B is also, we have a distributor who have customer in the from Taiwan, who have operation, and they are supplying to the United States market. That is our next customer. And customer C is the customer that is is a trading company that is based in New Jersey, and they are distributing our products all over the United States. And Europe, we have another customer that is the biggest in Europe, and they are number 4 of our customer list. Next. You look at our PAT margin. We will safely say our margin is between 10 to 12% each year, averagely. So that is what we are going to. Well, that's what we will get all these years, and we will still maintain that way. You will see the first half of 2025, we have sales of sales of 264 million, and we have a PAT of about 27 million. Okay, then the total sales, if you just times 2, it will definitely be more than what we did in 2024. Next. So our proceed of utilization, actually 85% of it will be using for our business expansion, our capex, and also for repayment of some loan. Okay, and this is what we will do, and all this will be utilized within 36 months. Okay. Next. To give it in better perspective is that we are going to build a new factory and a corporate office in Meru. This will be done within the 36 months, and this is part of the proceeds. And we will have additional pickling facilities by 2026. This will be you see at the moment our stainless steel, when we do produce pipes and fittings, we need to pickle, because after heat treatment, the fitting instead of being white, it's become black. So we had to remove the carbon by using acid pickling. And we are going into fully automation. At the moment, our facilities, we can only produce up to 6 meter. So customer who buys from us about 12 meter, we will have to do a double dip. It take a lot of time and take away our capacity. So what we are doing is that we are looking into a new facilities that is fully automated. From our current facilities where we use 35 employees, we are going to once this is implemented, we estimate we only need 5 workers to run the factory, run the pickling facilities, and the volume will also will be about double. Okay, and we will have a new warehouse by 2027. And some of the equipment that we are buying, like the carbon steel butt weld pipe fittings equipment, this is to upgrade our forming machine. Some of them are already very old, and we wanted to upgrade it so that it will be lesser downtime and it will give you better output. Okay, high frequency. As I mentioned, we are the only one in the country, and the business is quite good. I'll say it's lucrative, and we would like to make it more modernized. It become a digitalization. In fact, we are actually we are approved by even up to Qatar Petroleum. Okay. Cutting machine, we are replacing our old style of using bandsaw. We are going into laser cut. So this will reduce the number of manpower. For the whole Pantech Global, we target within 3 years we should reduce the number of employee by at least 80%. Okay, because we know that with all this automation, it will help us very much. This is what we have, all this machine. Okay, next. This is in Johor, just to show you the ABC. This is a piece of land joined together with our group. So with the group, we have this land. We cannot buy it from them. So we only have to pay a renter for the land, because the factory belongs to us. Factory D and E, this is one whole lot by itself. So we are buying this piece of land with the factory belongs to Pantech Global also, but the land we are buying it from the group so that it becomes our own property. And part of the proceed is for buying F, the acquire new and set up new warehouse in this area, because the pickling is going to move to E. Well, we're going to do a new additional facilities in E. So this is how we are going to change it. Next. Pantech Group actually is very strong in the area of oil and gas, and Global we do support them in some of the area, but our product does not cover all their requirement. It's only a small portion. So for us, actually, for Global, we are doing mainly not only oil and gas, we are doing semicon. I mentioned earlier that we have a bigger size pipes, 16-inch. No manufacturer in Malaysia. So when the semicon business is good, our factory can run full stream non-stop. 2 years ago, when the electronic firm are doing very well, a lot of new investment, our business are all concentrating on that area, on all the big pipes. And we also do supply for power generation, water treatment plant, shipbuilding. Our product are approved by the shipyard in Turkey, and our product is also marine approved. So we can supply for all this marine business, marine and offshore. And we have the desalination plant. We also supply. We also supply to a pharmaceutical, chemical plant, and petrochemical plant. This is some of our customer. Okay. Next. Yeah. This one I'm very proud to show you all. In fact, you know, all our carbon steel are permanently marked. And if anyone will go to Niagara Falls in the New York State, New York side, American side, you go there, you see this particular machine near the river side. It's a water, what they call it, watertronic. I think it's more of a filtration or water flow control. I'm not too sure what is it for, but you can see that these two fittings there. You can see on the left hand side, if you cannot enlarge it, cannot see. There's a word there, Malaysia is printed there. And now in the middle of the picture, you can see PSI, Pantech Steel Industry. This is my product. And we are very proud that everywhere you go in the world, whenever you see fittings or such as this, look out for the Malaysian mark and you see whether you can see a PSI there. That is our product. 2 years ago, I did a check on our production for I think the calendar year 2022. We produced about 5 million pieces of fittings, and we only supplied to 80,000 pieces for Malaysia. The rest of the 4 over million, nearly 5 million, we export all over the world. And just imagine how many people have seen this word Malaysia on our fittings. Next. This will be our management, our directors, and Datuk Chiu, he is the non-independent, non-executive chairman, and he's also the executive chairman and group MD of a Pantech Group. Okay, he's a major shareholder in our company, and the independent director are Misty, Karina, Sam Ong, Mark Wong, and Winnie Lau. Okay, and for the executive director, I'm the group MD. The Kon Chong Lee, who has been working with me actually since the 90s, actually we have been together. He is in charge of the factory operation. Okay, he in charge of the technical area. Okay, then we have Lim Soon Beng. He is the in charge of the domestic sales and the regional sales of ASEAN. Our CFO is Mavis Jiu, and our factory manager in Johor is Mr. Yi, and Mr. Yip is the factory manager in Pantech Steel in Klang. Okay. Okay. The difference between group and global is very simple. For group, actually, their operation is a lot of trading, and they still have their manufacturing plant, but all this will be serving mainly the Malaysia and the Southeast Asia region. Whereas the global, our difference is that everything that we produce is mainly to be able to export. Like for example, Pantech Steel. Right now, I think it's 95% of our products are export all over the world. For the Pantech Stainless, it's about 65% is export all over the world. So that is the difference. And then if ever we have any merger and acquisition, we will also look for this type of potential. If there's potential for global market, it will be under global. If it's only for the domestic area, it will be under the Pantech Group. Okay, next. This is the highlight of the group. Malaysian sales it's getting small actually if you compare with the overall, and you will find that the revenue actually comes mainly from export, and the profit margin is, like I mentioned to you, is about 10 to 12% after tax, and we don't have a dividend policy, but actually the group always consider giving 40 to 50%. So we will still be doing that, but the reason we did not have a dividend policy is because we are still growing the company, so we may need the funds if it comes along. If not, then we will continue to give 40 to 50% as dividend from our profit. Okay. Okay, next. Thank you. So let's look at some of the question.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Adrian, Tan, for the presentation just now for us to understand more about Pantech Global. Okay. Are you get ready for the Q&A section?
Yes.
All right. The first question, okay, the most famous question. Trump tariffs 25% impact Pantech Global, over 30% sales to US. How do you view?
Oh, this is a question that everybody asks me anyway. It's quite normal. Actually, you see, for me, there's only two factors we have to consider. Number one, if there were to be a tariff of 25% to all countries, then everything being equal, it shouldn't be an issue, because I have been talking to my customer in America. They also say it really is not an issue, because American production is very expensive. So we even 25%, we will still be able to sell as what we are. That is the difference. Okay. And over there, yeah, that is important. And anyway, I've been checking with America practically every day to make sure that we know what is going on. As it is, it's still not clear. Because when they talk about steel, there's upstream and there's the downstream. So we don't know how far downstream it will be affected. But what I can read from the legal documents that I've seen is that Trump this time, he said there will be no exemption. So like, for example, his first term, when he filed on 232, which is talking about pipes, he give people like Korea is supposed to be under the same 232, the 25% tax at a time. What he says is that, we will give you a quota, so they can avoid it by not paying extra tax. So they have a quota. So it helps them a lot. But now this time around, he is very firm. He stated it will not. It will be equal to everybody. So I don't think it will affect us. But anyway, we are not in the list yet. So let's keep our finger crossed. But even if we are still okay.
Okay, get it? Because Pantech Global is under the downstream, that is like affected.
Theoretically, yes. But we don't know, because I mean, things can happen. So I wouldn't say that it get the for sure. But from what I hear right now, we won't be in. That's all.
Okay, great. The next question is about the dividend in past pre-listing and upcoming dividend policy, like just now Adrian
Yes, I already
explained
mentioned.
it.
Yes, still the
Okay.
same, about 40 to last year we didn't give because of the listing, so we don't want to disrupt the accounts. So we stay as it is. But now after listed, you will be different. You will be back to normal.
And then the next is, this carbon steel are long-run technology, or many are replaced, not rush material in past 10 to 20 years ago?
Many are replaced, not rust material. Not true. You see, carbon steel have its own function. Stainless steel have its own function. Stainless steel is like what you say, stainless, and it's for different chemical. Whereas for carbon steel, first thing is a cheaper material. It's about 3 to 4 times cheaper than the stainless steel. So not everybody can afford it. And if it depend on the operation of the plant, like for example, the palm oil mill, you are not going to use stainless steel everywhere because it's so expensive, and then the palm oil prices are not that fantastic. So it depends on what you are dealing with. So like for example, in America, they are using our fitting for making for water, for firefighting. All this they can use. Okay? But the thing is, in Malaysia, we still find it's too expensive. We don't use it for our water lah. You use the normal threaded fittings for our usage. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Company product are suitable for oil and gas, for everything actually, for anything that transmit fluid transmission, we are there. Only whether they can afford it or they cannot afford it, that's all. Because it depends on the project. I cannot give you any document, but my customer tell me that in America, they are changing now all the data center. They are not using mild steel pipe, they are using stainless steel. Not because stainless steel is superior. It's because there is a data center, the pipe actually for heat treatment, is for cooling system. Whereas if the place is they use more, there will be more heat, the pipe may not be able to sustain. So they had to use stainless steel. Because they add in coolant. The coolant, they call coolant is called glycol. Glycol is a coolant. Once they add in the pipe, it will keep it cooler, but the glycol will corrode the mild steel. So then they have to use stainless steel. So it depends on their application. Some of the data center in Europe and America are changing, but not all. Okay.
Okay.
Export market more margin compared to local. I would say yes, because local market is so small. I'm supplying containers by containers. Whereas in Malaysia, when I sell, a customer can only buy maybe 10,000, 20,000, or even 100,000. But whereas my customer can buy from me millions. So it's totally different. So the economy of scale in the production is definitely there. Okay, I used to give that as an example. Because those days when I first started, we do some of the local. I have a 6-inch elbow. My customer want to buy 50 pieces. I give him the price. But then he say, hey, I buy 100 pieces. Can you give me some discount? Whereas my customer in America, one order 10,000 pieces. So if my 10,000 pieces, I run for 2 weeks, my machine non-stop, I will have more throughput, better capacity, more efficient. So these are the example only, okay?
Okay, the next question is asking about the peers. How does Pantech Global position itself against competitor in the manufacture of weld pipe fitting and weld pipe industry?
Unfortunately, there's nobody to compare. I think, right? Am I right? There's no peers in
Yes,
Malaysia.
there's no listed peers. And
Ah,
even the non-listed ones are very small compared to Pantech.
yeah. The carbon steel, for example, the one that is around, the small one, they are not even 15% of my production. Yeah.
Okay. Which country do you see as having the greatest potential for sales growth in the near future, and what factor contribute to this outlook?
Okay. Country at the moment is America. Okay, the North America. Then we have Europe. Europe actually is still considered a very new market. We only started in 2013 with a small amount of fittings. Right now, after the 2022, we won the case. We have more and more customers because EU is not just only one country. You see, it's a group of companies, So a group of countries. So we only supply right now, it's about 5 or 6 countries. There's more country coming. Because once we win the case of the circumvention, people know that we are real manufacturers. So a lot of people are coming and see us. So that will be my great potential. Of course, another potential that we have will be the Middle East. We don't make very strong presence over there years ago because at one time we were doing quite well, but because our products have been imitated, when you buy a Gucci bag, there's also imitation, right? Our product also have imitation. So the one who is my agent imitate my products. So I stopped, cancel him. And now we have reappointed a new one just only last year. And now we have got received all the new approval. We will start back our business in Middle East. That will be the next potential that we have.
Okay, Middle East. Okay, the next question is for the revenue and PAT. Could you provide more insight into the decline in revenue and PAT in financial year 24 compared to financial year 23?
I already explained just now with you. 2023, that is the time when everything gone up in prices. We have a good, very high average selling price. And 2022, 2024, everything goes normal. Once it goes normal, and our customer who have buy a lot of stock in 2023, they have they have surplus stock, they don't want to buy. But yet we are even though we sell at lower average selling price, we are still able to maintain reach the profit, but of course not the profit of the 2023. Okay, but going forward, it will be a more steady flow. Okay.
Okay. The next question about the gross profit margin and bottom margin. What is the reason behind decline from financial year 23 to FY 25?
I explained just now already.
Yeah.
I think the answer is the same. It's the average selling prices.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. And do you have any plan to expand your market reach to new country that is not
Yes.
mentioned?
Yes, I already
Yeah, just now.
mentioned. We will definitely. That's why we had to do more exhibition. In the past, we only do exhibition in Holland and also the Deep Show in Düsseldorf. So now this year we already arranging to go for Egypt for the North Africa and the Brazil for the South America. We still have to look. We are still looking at the not South Africa, southern part of Africa. We are still looking at that area because but the thing is that exhibition does not mean that we just go for the sake of going. Provided it suit to our requirement, then only we will go. Okay.
Okay. Historically, Pantech Global product have been utilized across various industries. Could you provide a breakdown of which industry are the most in users or is equivalent?
I can't because our customer don't really because our product have a lot of AML, we call it approved manufacturer list. The reseller will take our statistic, our quality certificate, everything, and they will approach the factory that they are dealing with, and we get the approval. So they don't really give me all the list, and nobody is able to give me the full list. But I can tell you, we are approved by Texas Instrument, we are approved by Monsanto in America. But you want me to give you a copy? I don't have, because this is their AML, not my AML. So they won't give it to me. Right.
Okay. The next
What is
question
that?
is how will development in the oil and gas industry, including Trump Voices Fuel Plant and Petronas 900 km pipeline project, it will benefit your company?
This question sound like what I've been telling people. Yeah, this is the Petronas the pipeline project that is, I think this is pipeline or gas pipeline. Trump fossil plant and okay, sorry, I misread. Okay, the Trump, when they do the drilling, is mainly talking about fracking. In the past, when when the fracking was on, our carbon steel sales was quite good, quite higher than normal, because there is a requirement for to go when they go deep. They require carbon steel. They won't use stainless steel actually, because they are using water to go in and pump out the gas and the oil from the ground. Okay, so of course it will be good. And then the Petronas pipeline project, it will definitely benefit me a small portion, because we only supply fittings and pipes, whereas the whole PVF is all done by our group. It will be more beneficial to my group. Okay.
Okay, can you share the plan and timeline for setting up an additional pickling facility at your Johor factory?
End of 2026, I think I just mentioned that.
Yeah.
The timeline is there already. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway, everything should be in the prospectus, because we have to put it there, and it will be monitored by SC.
Okay, by end of 2026. This question also relating the picking facilities in Johor expected to be complete and operation by 2026. What internal target objective to be set for this expansion is just for your own KPI and not guidance?
Yeah, it's for our own KPI. What do you mean internal target?
Maybe it's like double digit or single digit will for the bottom line, but just is for your KPI. It's
think
not for the
it's to
guidance.
we
Yeah.
have
accommodate.
already, right, say.
No, I think the reason for the picking plant is more to accommodate sizes, larger size pipes lah. But in terms of internal target and objectives, a company, of course, any business would have their own objectives and targets, but it's not something that is in the prospectus at the moment. But they do expect to see benefits from catering to larger sizes. So they're going to be catering to various sizes, which of course then would contribute to the bottom line eventually.
All right.
We are more keen in product efficiency, production efficiency. So from there, actually, the cost saving is there already.
Okay, this is for the foreign exchange. In financial year 24, the company has 73% exposure to foreign exchange fluctuation. Do you have any hedging strategy to mitigate the currency risk?
Theoretically, when you are dealing with a foreign currency, actually there is always a natural hedge because all our raw material are purchased in US dollars. When we sell, it's also in US dollars. So theoretically, there's a natural hedge. Of course, the only time we have was last quarter, August, September, October. That's the time when our currency was very, very strong. And that impact quite a lot. Normally, if you see 10 cents, 20 cents, you go up and down. Is one month I make, next month I lose like that. Actually, there's a natural. But what happened is that after that case, our management have decided that we mitigate it by not keeping so much of foreign currency. We will keep about $4 million in any of both each subsidiary to use it for our normal operation. But so we don't want to keep so much currency. Because when you keep the currency, actually, it also as a benefit, there's a plus side also. If the currency go up, there's a big jump, But we rather not take this type of risk.
Okay, got it. Okay, this is okay. From your company, you have make up to more than 60% of foreign employee. And how will the recent 2% increase in EPF contribution impact your company cost structure?
Actually, our total labor don't really cost us that many percent. If I'm not mistaken, right? Is it 8%? I can't remember.
Sorry?
Our labor cost is to the production is about 8%, if you're not mistaken.
Yeah, about there. Yeah.
So it's not very high. Yeah.
Okay. There's few questions for the PE. I will just compile the question and then we answer together right now. Okay, Pantech Global Holding Berhad trade 7 times of PE. And then how about Pantech Global like 11.6 PE? How do you view on it?
Okay, if I may say.
Perhaps I can help with this, Ms. Adrian.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's not correct to compare Pantech Global with Pantech Group. I mean, the whole reason for doing this listing exercise is to unlock the value of the of Global. And as you can see, as Mr. Adrian has explained over the past 45 minutes, Global's market is very much the entire world compared to Pantech Group. So it's and also the industries that they service is so diversified. They're not focused on just oil and gas, or they're not a trading company. They are a manufacturing company with a very large global customer base. So I don't think it's correct to compare Pantech Group valuation or PE with Pantech Global. And having said that, if you look at the annualized PE that we have put in the prospectus based on FYE 2025 numbers, it's about 10.8 times. So we expect to see the growth in this company. There's a growth potential, which was then reflected in the PE of the company.
Okay.
Do you have anything to add, Ms. Adrian?
No, I'm okay. Thanks.
Thanks. Okay. The next question is a bit long. There is multiple questions in one. The first, we answer one by one. Is the shipment fee fully bound to your global customer?
Yes. When we quote our normal circumstances, we quote them CIF, it will be CIF already lock in the price. But because of the last year, the freight prices went up high. We put on an additional clause. When we quote you, we are selling you at X dollar per container. Anything more, you will pay. Anything less, we will refund. So we are already covered on that area. Okay.
The second question, I think just now Adrian already answered, is natural hedge because the
Yes.
company purchased in USD and then
Mm.
now, yeah, USD. Okay. The third question is, what is the current factory utilization rate separately for carbon pipe and stainless steel pipe?
I think it's written in the prospectus, right?
Yeah, it is. The utilization rate hovers between 70%
Mm.
above. And the reason it's two separate utilization rate is, I think carbon steel and stainless steel, they are two separate factories. One is in Klang and one is in Johor. So we have all the separate utilization rates in the prospectus.
Right.
Above 70% in average.
Okay, average 70%.
Mm.
Okay, the next question is outstanding order book. I think it's based on PO, right?
Yeah, our outstanding order book, this is a terms that everyone asking me. But because you see, we are not a project based where we have an outstanding order book. Ours is a replenishment every month. Every week we have new orders, new inquiries, new quotation. They will quote us and we will ship out within 2-3 months. So it's not an outstanding order book. It's a running order book. I don't know whether you understand or not.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
quite clear. Okay. And then the next question is, given that Pantech Group does not get any cash from this chain listing and reduce its stake from 100 to 61%, isn't it diluting the value of Pantech Group? I think just now you already take it.
No, I think already explained already
Yeah.
earlier.
Do you have anything to add on?
No, maybe right.
I think, again, as I mentioned, right, the reason for doing this chain listing is to unlock the value of Global. If it was within one group, then there's always going to be a situation where the owners or the management has to, decide which one to perhaps fund, which project to perhaps put our attention to. But now that they have removed Pantech Global with a separate management team focusing on, the growth of Global, and then there's a separate management team headed by Dr. Chiu, who's focusing on group. So they are able to grow separately, and eventually, because Pantech Group still holds about 69%, they
Yes.
still can then consolidate this growth results as one group. So eventually, I think the shareholders would benefit at both groups growing separately and together.
Because for us, we are focusing on international or global. So our business is not limited per se. So for me, I'm very excited that we are on our own, that we can grow and we can move forward and see how we can make the international market presence. This is very important to us, that we have more countries, that people know us, that we are doing the product that is internationally recognized.
Thank you. The next question is, can you
think this
explain
might
your
be-
pricing? Yeah, the pricing
Um,
adjustment.
Oh,
I think this would be quite sensitive for Mr. Adrian to answer. How do you cost pass-through mechanisms?
it's all supply and demand, put it this way. When we quote, we already know the raw material. We know when we know whether that, you see, if the demand from this particular item, there's many people asking, we know that there's a big demand on this. So the price definitely can go up. Okay. But we don't really tell you what is our strategy. We know we have been in this business for so long.
Okay.
Is it cheaper for investors to buy Pantech Group, which is holding? Well, I wouldn't want to comment whether you want to buy which, because I'm a director. I'm already holding shares in both company anyway, so it's preference actually. Am I right? Right.
It's preference, but also you would benefit by investing in group and investing in global. You would have that. You would be able to diversify your investments and get the gain from both sides. So the group is of course more on the trading, and then global is on manufacturing.
It just depends which investor want to invest on it. Then we just go on it. Pantech Global, Pantech. Okay. Okay, I think tonight we answer almost all of the question and quite many. Okay, the last question pop up. Due to the latest deal, what is your projection company
Already
within the
mentioned
yeah, I think just now in very
First
first
question.
our Adrian already answer on it.
Yeah.
There is not been very impacted because Pantech Global is on downstream. Okay. Maybe, yeah. Okay, once again, any closing remark before the night end, Adrian?
No, I mean, I am very excited what we are going to do going forward. I mean, even you say that whether we are more expensive or not expensive, but most important is that you must see the potential of the global. What is global going to do? Global is not going to be sit still and doing what we are doing at the moment, status quo. Then it's no purpose. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you once again. Thank you, Adrian, for the presentation just now. And congrats on upcoming listing on the main market on 3rd of March. Okay. Thank you. I think I will
Thank
just
you.
end on here.
Okay,
Thank you,
you.
Adrian. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Rana. Okay.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.